Man, shit, I ain't never seen nothing like them. So,
That they
uh,
say the same thing about your ass.
yeah.
Welcome back to the Richard Sherman podcast. We got one of the best receivers, one of the best young receivers in the National Football League, Chris Olave. Appreciate you joining me, brother.
Man, appreciate you for having me, man.
So tell me about your journey. Like, the Ohio State. A lot of California kids is getting out there now. Like, they going to Ohio State, they going to Bama. Y'all getting out there. They didn't used to leave like that. Nobody used to go past SC, especially if they 4 or 5 stars. Now SC they didn't fell off the block and they trying to come back. But what went into your decision to go to Ohio State?
Man, it was a long decision. It was a tough decision for me, but like you said, the Pac-12 kind of fell off when I was coming out of high school for a couple years. So it was a tough decision for me to leave the Pac-12 because that's what I grew up watching, especially growing up watching Oregon, USC, UCLA. But I feel like it was the best decision for me. It took a long time for me to be able to finally commit. I was only 17 years old, so be able to commit from California, from a California kid all the way to the Midwest to Ohio State. Well, my family and I, we just prayed about it and felt like it was the best decision for me. So ended up out there and it was the best decision of my life.
Yeah, it worked out. It definitely worked out for you. Was it like a culture shock or anything, or was it just smooth the whole way?
It was tough at first, always being away from home, you know what I'm saying, all the way in the Midwest. Like I said, I was only 17 years old and I was on my own. So it was tough for me the first couple months. I always wanted to come home, but my parents wouldn't allow me. So I just had to stick to it, man, just grow up and turn into a man. And I felt like it was smooth after that.
I mean, it looked like they had a good culture there, good coaches. Do you think that kind of helped you throughout your time, the great coaching staff that they had when you were there?
Yeah, it helped me a lot transition. The players, the coaches, I feel like it was home, and they helped me a lot, especially getting through my little funk early on. And coaches helped me lean on them, lean on a couple of my teammates, and turned out to be good. So.
Yeah, I mean, now they saying Ohio State is receiver you. I mean, at least the last 4-5 years, it's hard to argue.
Yeah.
The only people that got an argument is LSU, and they got 2 dogs, but y'all didn't have them for the last 4-5 years. You had 2 first rounders your year, Smith and Jigba this year. They talk about Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to go top 5. Like, you got to be proud about that.
Man, I mean, it's crazy to think about. We always dream about that in the receiver room. We always compete against each other. Always talk mess to each other. You know how it be in practice, and
yeah.
We all turned out to be elite receivers. So it just started practice, man, and just trying to better yourself. And receiver you is tough to claim right now, but we got a lot more coming in the future. So it's gonna be an easier question in the future.
No question. You play with some great quarterbacks. You play with C.J. Stroud. You play with Justin Fields. How proud are you of them? And do you still got like a relationship with them, or are you just just course?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's relationships for life. Relationships you build in college. Justin was a great dude off the field, and I feel like he finally got some help over there. So I'm excited to see him ball, man. He's a crazy talent, man. One of the best I've seen. One of the hardest workers I've seen, man. I can't wait to see him ball. CJ is a natural leader. I seen him from his first day. He stepped on campus. He's just a natural leader and a great person off the field. So I'm excited for them. Can't wait to see their careers take off.
Hey, did you and Garrett have any like friendly little rivalry? Both of y'all were balling in y'all rookie year, and y'all were both up for rookie of the year throughout the year. Did y'all have any like conversations like, hey, come on, you better pick it up? I just went for 150.
Nah, we ain't really had no conversations like that, man. Garrett, he a good dude, man. I'm excited to see him. I mean, one of the best athletes I've seen, man. And just to see him ball, especially in New York, and him getting a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, I feel like he gonna probably be one of the best receivers in the NFL right now. So I can't wait to see him ball, and I'm excited for his career.
I mean, you ball too last year. You smooth as I remember we had your game against Arizona, and you just smooth, boy. You smooth in and out of your breaks, in and out of your routes. It's just inconsistent quarterback play you had. But this year y'all got Derek Carr, who's been more consistent throughout his career than the guys that you guys had last year. Has there been any, chemistry between you guys throughout OTAs and all that?
Oh hell yeah, we've been brewing up, we've been cooking up. I feel like it's just getting better and better. Just being on the field together, staying consistent, and that's how everybody build chemistry though. Just getting those reps and continuous repetition. I feel like we all know what he could do on the field, but he helps me a lot off the field too. Just a leader he is, and just his vibes he come with. I feel like always makes a young player better. So I'm excited to play with him.
And y'all got another big guy coming back in Michael Thomas. I mean, he's in y'all room. He's been a great receiver in the league for a long time. What advice and what kind of mentorship has he given to you?
He always been mentoring me since I got drafted, and he always looked out for me, man. Just everything on and off the field, just finding a crib in New Orleans or just finding a chef, just all the little things that takes your game to the next level. Just body treatment, all the little stuff, and he really behind the scenes, but. Man, he did so much for me in my rookie year. I can't even explain. I'm excited to be able to play with him again too, man. He worked so hard, and we all know what he could do on the field when he's healthy too. He's one of the best receivers in the NFL, if not the best. And I'm excited to play with him again.
Quarterback is a new docu-series that takes a unique look at each season told through the eyes of the NFL quarterbacks. For the first time ever, the NFL is giving unprecedented access for quarterbacks to be mic'd up each and every game of the NFL season. The series features exclusive, unprecedented access to Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota from the beginning of the 22 season to its conclusion, following them both on and off the field, from the inside of the huddle with their teammates to the inside of their homes with their families. The series features behind the scenes of the biggest moments of the season. Quarterback premieres July 12th, only on Netflix. Your rookie year is kind of a blur, but was the league what you expected it to be? Everybody got their impression, they thoughts of what the league is, all the lights and everything, and then you get out there and you start cooking, you be like, hey, these dudes, you know what I mean? You either think these dudes is way nicer than I thought, or these dudes is like, hey, very regular.
Man, you can say that. I thought it was going to be way harder, man. I thought it was going to be a lot tougher, but when you go to a place like Ohio State, man, they prepare you for that. In practice every day, you're going against the best. So when you get to the NFL, it's like second nature. And you're used to playing guys like that. You see guys in NFL at Ohio State that came before me. So it was kind of a lot smoother than I thought. And like I said, I'm keep building and be ready for year two.
Well, you got another Ohio State guy on the other side playing corner in Lattimore. Have you guys had any conversations? Did you have any conversations or relationship with him before you got to the Saints? Or was it just straight up when you got there? It was like, what up?
Not really. I didn't really know him. He just went to Ohio State, but he's a smooth dude, man. I like his game a lot. He don't really talk much, but he's a smooth lockdown corner, and just the example he sets and the standard he sets. That's what I look at. I study success. The years he's been in the league, been to multiple Pro Bowls, so I kind of take after him and follow his steps in practice.
As you should. Was there any wow moments for you in the league? It's guys you always looked up to and wanted to see play, or guys you always thought you kind of modeled your game after that you were like, man, it's cool to see him in person, or Tom Brady or A-Rod or somebody that you were like, man, like.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, you already know, man. I'm young. I'm 22, so I grew up watching all these dudes. Tom Brady. We played against Aaron Donald. Just guys like that, some of the best players in the league. Just be able to see them in person and see them actually playing against each other. Lamar Jackson, just explosive players. Like you, like damn, I'm really in the NFL playing against these dudes. That's how I be out there. But like I said, I'm here in the NFL. I'm not trying to be a fan of them, but like I said, I grew up watching them, so it's kind of a wild moment for me.
Yeah. You'd be like, hey, I got that thing on me too. You know what I mean? Y'all nice, but me too.
You already know.
Yeah. But that's cool. Have you? So it's settled in for you. Obviously your second season is always a lot more calm. The off season, you got OTAs and all that you preparing for. Like, do you feel more confident, more calm? Like you got a better grasp of it, what to expect going in?
Hell yeah, man. I feel real good, man. I feel real good going into this year. Just going in, especially spending my last year one, just filling everything out. knowing how the season gonna be, knowing how long the season gonna be, knowing just to get a routine down. Year one you always scrambling and trying to get stuff down, and but like now I feel a lot better going into the year. And like I said, I got my routine down, and I'm excited to be able to compete at a high level.
What's your goals going into the season?
Man, I'm just trying to win, man. Last year was tough for me. I ain't never lost that much in my life, and that shit took a toll on me, man. I can't. I don't sit right with me. So I'm just trying to be the best version of myself to be able to help my teammates and help them be better. And we're just trying to win and get to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a realistic goal. I mean, you guys had a lot of talent, just got banged up throughout the year, and we're still in it. The division was kind of down last year in the South. So y'all still had a shot for most of the year, but going through Jameis and Andy Dalton and then Taysom for a couple games, and it was like anytime you got quarterback turmoil like that, it's tough.
Yeah.
But who was like your idol growing up that you looked up to in terms of the receiver room? Was it somebody young like Devontae, or was it Randy, or I might be too old.
It was like Randy Moss. I watched a lot of Ted Ginn, man. I love Ted Ginn. Just the excitement he brought to the game. Every time he touched the ball, he might go score. So I watched a lot of Ted Ginn. Odell is one of my receivers I admire too. Just like the excitement he brought to the game. Also, every time he touched the ball, he might go score. Him set his celebrations, all that shit was always exciting to me. So it's probably those two receivers right there, Ted Ginn and Odell Beckham.
Yeah, y'all Ohio State boys is loyal. Boy, you gonna throw Ted Ginn in there? I said that's loyalty, boy.
Yeah, you know.
This is Netflix and Grill, sponsored by Quarterbacks, only on Netflix. So who is the Mount Rushmore of Ohio State receivers for you? It sounds like you're a historian.
That's tough, but I'm gonna have to put Marvin Harrison on there, man. I ain't never seen nothing like that, man. So he for sure up there. I put Chris Carter, Ted Ginn got to be on there, and I'm gonna go Garrett Wilson.
Okay, humility, Chris. Yeah. Humility.
Those four right there.
You got the most receiving TDs in Ohio State history, but ain't gonna put yourself on the list. I respect it.
Yeah, I seen them. I seen the work they put in, man. They some crazy athletes, and man, shit, I ain't never seen nothing like them. So
that they say the same thing about your ass.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of receivers though. It's a lot of receivers. Some gonna get left off. So, but them the best four to me.
Did you see it when you were there with Marvin Harrison Jr.? Because he was so young when you were there.
Man, he came in as a freshman like that. He's so talented. Everybody knows who his dad is, but he's so talented, man. But the work ethic is even better. And he be in there, the facility, first one in, last one out, literally every day. And it's not no job to him. He actually love what he do, and he excited to get to work every day. I ain't never seen nothing like it. He probably work the same now, and even with all the success he got, I know it's not gonna get to his head. Just the type of person he is, and I'm excited for him in the future.
So I know you're a big time gamer. Have you been on it this off season? You playing Call of Duty or Apex or what you're on, Diablo?
Nah, I'm on 2K, man. I be on 2K.
Yeah. What's your build? You probably got a Durant build or a LeBron build or what else they building these days? I
got a little Paul George build.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite hoopers, PG.
Who's your team?
Dallas. I grew up a Dallas fan with Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Kidd, Jason Terry.
You'll be from Southern California and not be a Lakers. You get on my nerves.
Hey, Dallas. I don't know. I was born to be a Dallas fan, man. That's my squad still.
I love it. Well, you kind of was sad this year because y'all had the talent, and then it just was like y'all got Kyrie, y'all, and Luka. It just
they had the talent, man. I ain't know what happened. They ain't had no defense. That's all it was. But we gonna bounce right back though.
Right, no question. They got to figure it out. That's how it is in the league. Well, shit, that's all I got for you. If you got any questions for me, I'm happy to answer them. But I really appreciate you joining me, coming on the show.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You're a legend, man. Appreciate you for having me.
All love, brother. You enjoy your day, enjoy your off season, and look forward to seeing y'all this season. I think we got y'all a game. We got y'all a game for a Thursday night. I'll catch you out there.
Oh yeah, for sure. God bless, man.
God bless. Reminder, every episode of this podcast premieres live on AMP. So download the app, subscribe to me at Richard Sherman to tune in to all of our shows live.